What is happening, La Familia YouTube? I'm back and I'm happy to be here. Took a couple of weeks off because content creation is very stressful and I don't even do it full time. So shout out to the people who actually do that shit full time. It's a lot of work. Anyways, you guys, so today is a very, very special day. I can proudly say that I have completed another uniform. Now, you guys are probably wondering, Jason, what do you mean by uniform? So listen, here's the deal. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, throughout my videos, I've mentioned that I'm trying to get my closet more minimalized and I'm trying to get it down to basically just uniform. So, so for example, a uniform to me is where you stick to a brand and you get a jacket, maybe a t-shirt and or a hoodie and a pair of pants, and if the brand has shoes, like Rick Owens, for example, you get the shoes as well. That's a uniform, basically. So what I'm trying to do is get my closet down to 4 or 5 of my favorite brands, getting a uniform for each brand, and then mixing and matching, because a lot of the brands I wear actually do kind of work well together. Like, for example, I have Rick Owens and techwear stuff, and Rick Owens and techwear go together very, very well because techwear has a avant-garde nature to it, and Rick Owens is more avant-garde than it is techwear, even though some of their pieces are futuristic, etc., etc. So, because they have a similar aesthetic, I guess I could have just said that. So yeah, so basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my closet down to uniforms, to just good quality pieces that I can just mix and match all the time, so that not only will I consistently look good, but I'll also have a consistent look. I think you guys know where I'm going with this, basically, so I just don't have to think as much when I wear my clothes. I just concentrate more so on looking good and being more creative. But anyways, you guys, I have finally, after all these years of wearing techwear, I finally completed an ACRONYM uniform. Today we are going to talk about this bad boy right here. This is the ACRONYM J115-GT. That bad boy right there. Pretty excited about this. And there was 2 ACRONYM jackets I really wanted. This was actually one of them. And the one that to me is like my grail jacket, but unfortunately it's extremely expensive. And don't get me wrong, you guys, this was not cheap either. However, I did get this for 60% off, and it still wasn't cheap. So just kind of put in perspective how expensive ACRONYM pieces can be. 60% off, it was still pretty expensive for a piece of clothing. And for those of you, if you're watching this and you want to get something like this, please just make sure you have the money. Don't just buy it, right away and put yourself in the poorhouse. Fashion is amazing and it's great and all that stuff, but it ain't worth putting you in the poorhouse. That's my my disclaimer for today. But anyways, you guys, finally was able to get it. Like I said, I couldn't pass up the price, 60% off. I was like, you know what? Finally, I can afford this jacket. I'm gonna get it. And yeah, it's one of the ones I wanted. So this is like my secondary grail. My real grail though, like the one that I want the most, but like I said, is like double the price of what this was on, on sale. Like, just to put it in perspective. And I don't think I'll ever find it on sale. But it's the J1W-GT. That one, I'll put a picture somewhere and post. That's like my grail. But when I saw this, even though it was a secondary grail, I saw this and I saw the price, couldn't pass it up, had to get it. And by the way, I've come to realize that buying jackets and things like that, the best time to buy them is during summer. I know to some people that's probably like, duh, dude, but yeah, best time to buy jackets, if you don't know that, definitely summer, because they put these things on sale for dirt cheap because they're trying to get the new inventory out for the new season to come in. But anyways, you guys, I am done rambling. I am going to put this bad boy on. I'm going to put on an ACRONYM uniform of sorts, and then I'm going to do some voiceover, and I'll get back to you. So one of the main reasons why this jacket is one of my grails, even compared to the J1W, is that both of them in general just have more of that futuristic look. I mean, obviously all of ACRONYM's clothes do, but in particular, those two jackets, and this one I would actually say is probably even a little bit more futuristic than the J1W because of the fact that it has that reflective sleeve. And I think that's what really stuck out to me about this jacket, is that reflective sleeve. When I saw that when it first dropped, I was like, oh yeah, adding that to my list of grails, because that jacket is amazing. It looks super cyberpunk. Another thing I love about acronym jackets in general, and why I wanted one so bad, was just these small details. Like, for example, the neck options. I love that. I actually took the blank Velcro off and put on the branded one because I just think that looks so cool. And the acronym logo looks very futuristic. And it also, too, looks very futuristic. The fact that I can stick my AirPods on the, right on the neck part of it, too, with magnets. Just think it looks super, super cool. So keep in mind, this is editor Jason doing the voiceover here, so there's some things that I'm looking at as I'm doing this that are kind of in hindsight. Like that little zipper detail, that's actually the top zipper part. And at first I just really didn't understand why it was like that, because I'm looking at the pockets. The pockets have double zip, but the jacket, believe it or not, get ready for this, does not have a double zip for its main zipper. So that little top zipper part, you basically zip it only halfway, and then that top zipper part zips up the neck. And I didn't really understand it at first, but now I'm understanding that it just gives you a lot of different options on how to wear the jacket. And of course, in typical acronym fashion, we've got the jacket sling. What I think is really cool about what they did with this particular, with the sling on this particular jacket, is they kind of made it exactly like the Nike acronym collab track jacket, where it kind of, the zipper kind of zips, the strap kind of zips into the back of the jacket. So it's like, it looks like it's just a design detail, something that's just attached to the jacket. But in reality, it actually is, when you unzip it, it actually, the whole sling comes out and it's a jacket sling. But it's a little bit more, you know, covert and camouflage. So as you can see here, I just went ahead and buttoned. So basically the best way to wear this jacket open at the bottom is, if you had a double zip, is to button those buttons and then zip up the top part of it. So again, I kind of wish that it was a double zip completely, but it is pretty cool. It gives you more options. And you can see it right here. So yeah, pretty cool. The neck is a little bit tightish, and obviously it has the removable hood like every acronym jacket has. I love that because I have a lot of hair, and usually hoods and hats don't work for my hair, on top of the fact that I have a giant noggin. That doesn't help either. Then obviously we have the this detail here where if you're wearing like a any kind of like crossbody bag or anything like that, you can actually wear it under the jacket, and all you got to do is unzip that little part, and then the bottom, the bag itself, can actually still be hung and worn comfortably under the jacket. I mean, listen, and then obviously my favorite part here, we have the reflective sleeve. I just took that off, and I actually really love the way this jacket looks without the sleeve. So I love it with the sleeve, and I love it without the sleeve. So it's just going to really diversify my look. All right, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the on body and the quick fit that I put together. This is why, you guys, I'm trying to get things, like I said, in more of a uniformed way, is because it's just easy to put fits together and to have them consistently look good all the time, when you know that you kind of like have like a uniformed fit, for lack of a better term. So, and it makes life easier, and you just look good all the time. So as you guys can tell, I am pretty happy with this. Like I said, especially because the price was absolutely amazing. So I'm pretty happy with getting this. One day I will get my J1W, but yeah, the only real disappointing thing I can say about this is it doesn't have double zip. I don't understand why this jacket did not have a double zip. I'm sure Errolson has his reasons for that. I don't know, but yeah, that would be my only gripe, and the only thing that I would change. That, and maybe have the zipper just kind of go all the way up, just one zipper and just one double zip, and go all the way up, and not have that extra zipper to zip up the neck part. That part I don't really understand either. But you know what? Maybe I'm just not smart enough to be wearing tech wear. Anyways, La Familia YouTube, I hope you enjoyed that. all in all, pretty damn happy that I completed another uniform. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw that I did like a little checklist of uniforms that I have put together. So it's good to get this one out of the way, because this is the one that, you know, was tricky because it's so expensive. So anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. I do this for representation of the big boys out there trying to wear cool, stylish clothes. And then also too, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So like and subscribe. I'm out of here. Yo, Editor Jason here. So a couple things I forgot to mention at the end of the video here is one of them being that my opinion as far as like the zipper system on this jacket, like how I said I wish it was a full zip and a double zip. So again, having messed with it a little bit more, I've now since figured out why the zipper system is the way it is in the jacket, on this jacket, and it does open up quite a few options as far as like, you know, being able to button / zip it, and then only zipping the top and then maybe leaving the bottom of the jacket open, etc., etc. So it actually is pretty cool. I do still wish it was a full zip, but that's that. And also too, I wanted to mention that on my next video, I think I'm going to talk, not my next video, but in a few videos from now, I'm probably going to talk about if techwear in general is dead, and talk about what my opinion is on it, because the Aga City Gang, I think that's his name, if you're into ACRONYM and techwear, you know who he is. He actually talked about that in one of his last videos. I thought it was pretty good, and he posed that question, if you know, you think techwear is dead, and I'm like, I want to pose my opinion and do a response on it. So anyways, left for me on YouTube, that is all. I'm out of here.